And greetings and hello. This is Nigeria, the Urban Buzz magazine, and I have Danetra Moore with me. And she is doing some great and fabulous things right now, and I'm so excited about her new project. But I'm going to let her speak on some of the things that she's doing.
Yes.
Danetra, we're here in New York. You're with the Bronx Queen of Praise, and you're going to be at the Beacon Theater.
Yes.
Opening up for who? Tell them.
Well, actually, I'm singing background for Let Us See.
Okay,
Yeah.
And that's okay?
Yeah.
You're singing background, right? Because Mariah Carey,
yeah.
right?
A lot of greats started out singing background.
And you are great, let me tell you. You know, and that's why we love our slogan, where key players speak.
Yes.
Because we get to know all the key players.
Absolutely.
Now, you sing predominantly gospel or both?
I do. Actually, as an artist, I am a gospel artist, but God has blessed me with other genres as well, R&B, soul, to be able to sing background. And although it's a different genre, music is still ministry. And
right.
God has allowed me the platform to be able to minister even in other genres as well, different countries and languages and everything. So I'm blessed and fortunate to be able to let my light shine and show others the God that I serve.
Oof.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hold this camera now. Drop it and shout, but that is excellent. And we do the same thing at the Urban Buzz. We do both secular and gospel. And talk about that though, because some people get nervous, like, how you a gospel singer singing backup for Let Us See? And you know, she can blow some gospel too, but just talk about what God told you to do.
Actually, it's nothing that I sought after. God has always just opened the door for me. Actually, I really got my start with Angie Stone, who's not a gospel artist.
Right.
She's an R&B and soul artist. And you'll actually be surprised when we go to different countries and different genres how God uses me. They've always given me a platform to be able to sing and minister through song. So regardless of where I'm at or what genre I'm singing, I know who I serve and I share who I serve. And that's ministry.
That is ministry. And how is the response?
Oh, actually, they love it. They love it. I enjoy going into like a club atmosphere and singing gospel,
right?
Because that's an opportunity for me to take the non-churchy person and to show them the love of God, to let them know about love, forgiveness, peace, joy, you know, the things that I know God brings, but it gives me the opportunity to share it with someone else who may not know.
Right, and that is excellent too, because you're young, you're pretty, and they need to see you. They need to see that.
Yeah. Like,
Christians look like you and me.
She sings gospel, and I've gotten that. Like, I sing gospel. I love God. I serve God. I ride for Him. I roll with Him, and there's nothing wrong with
rocking hard for Jesus. Yes. And when you let's move to now. Is this your first album?
This is my first album. Entitled "Light in the Dark," which will be out on Ty Scott Records.
I love Ty Scott. Tell Sydney hi.
Hey.
Tell us about how you stepped forward to do this project.
Actually, I started off singing background.
Right.
And second season of Sunday Best, I was a background singer. Fifth season, I went on to compete and made the top 3 finals. And I've always known that I was supposed to be a lead singer. Grew up in church. My whole family is musically inclined. Grandparents, parents, aunts, uncles, siblings. And it was just God's timing. Even with me singing background, God has always prepared me for where I am right now. So with patience, eventually that record deal came along, and I'm here today. And
was you excited when it came?
I was. I couldn't believe it. I remember actually calling my mom, and she was in the grocery store, and I was like, "Mom, it finally happened.
Amen.
They gave me everything I wanted." She's like, "I can't cry because I'm in the grocery store." But it just let me know that God fulfills His promises and His word.
Well, say it right. Now, when you got the record deal, did you have already you said what you wanted, so did you have some knowledge and preconceived information that you went on?
Yeah, I did.
Like, did you have a mentor, someone who's been in the industry, was like, girl, don't get caught out there like that?
God prepared my steps completely.
Talk
with
about
every
it.
single artist that I worked for, with every single opportunity, with different TV shows, and you know, as I look back, I just know that he's prepared me,
Right.
even for interviews and
Right.
dealing with people. You know, it's a process. Nothing
That's it.
happens overnight.
That's
but
it.
if something is meant for you, God will prepare you for that thing that's meant for you. Yeah.
Tell us about the Sunday Best entry, that whole part. What made you do that?
Actually, the 5th season, I was kind of over it, honestly, because I had competed for the 2nd season, and they chose me to be a background singer. Went to all 3 cities. After all of that, I was a background singer.
Right.
So I really didn't want to go through the whole emotional roller coaster
Right.
of being told that I might make it, and then if I didn't make it, I would have to battle within myself whether or not I'm good enough. You know, there's a lot of emotional things that go along with that. But I stepped out on faith, and I made it. Got up to the 3rd place finalist, which is great. I believe even with that, God placed me right where He wanted me to be.
Right.
Like, I don't want you to win, because what you think is winning, it's not my standard for winning.
Okay.
So, you know, even with that, it was just a learning process. And when I look back, even the 2nd season, there were a lot of things and people in my life that did not need to be a part of the moment that God had prepared me for now.
Amen.
So, you know, He'll make you be patient. He'll give it to you, but patience is everything.
I love it.
Yeah.
And now that you're still singing, you're still performing, and you're branched out pretty much on your own. You're flying solo. What is that feeling like?
It's different. Just kind of like hiding behind others, and I love being a lead singer, but I also love being a background singer, because I love being able to give an artist what they want and what they want to hear. You know, not everybody is gifted to do that.
That's right.
But at the same time, I know that I wasn't always meant to be a background singer. So just taking everything in and learning all that I can, and just being the best representative of who I serve.
And you mentioned a key word, ministry, music ministry.
Music ministry.
What is your message?
I always want to convey a message of positivity, hope, love, encouragement, forgiveness. Even personally, I can say a lot of times when life was rough, I didn't always think to pray or talk to God, but God would allow a song to come on that would minister to me and turn me back to Him.
Amen.
So even for the unchurched, I want my music to do that for them as well.
Right.
You know, even with the title of my album is Light in the Dark, and basically with that, personally, in every single dark moment of my life, God always provided a light for me, whether that was my family, love, music, ministry. It was always there. He's always there. We're supposed to let our light shine. God is light. God is love. You know, and I want to encourage people, no matter how dark the situation is, find your light. Find that thing that keeps you going in hard times, that thing that makes you smile. Be optimistic. God gives us the power to control our surroundings and our atmosphere. You have to speak what you want, and then it'll be so.
Amen.
So that's the whole concept behind Light in the Dark. Choose light.
Amen. And talk about the single.
Yes, I have a new single, Only God Can, which I wrote and co-produced with, his name is Pierre Mador in Atlanta, Georgia. And even with that song, I was going through some really, really rough times in my career with my family. I just lost my sister and my great-grandfather. And I remember one day wondering, like, how am I going to get over all of these emotions, and how am I going to make it through this rough patch? And God kind of tapped me on my shoulder, and He was like, why are you trying to figure it out? It's already done. You can't do it. Only I can. No matter how busy you may try and stay, no matter how much you try and work out, no matter how much you try and keep your mind off of things, you can't do it. Only I can. And God gave me that song and that message to let people know that only God can.
That is the truth. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. So you write and produce as well?
I do, yeah.
So if there was someone you could write and produce for in the industry, who would it be?
Oh, goodness. I mean, everybody. Yeah, I really can't think of one person off top. But,
so she's available. She'll write and produce.
I've been writing ever since I was about 7 years old.
Wow.
You know, not only just gospel music, but just music in general. I'm thankful for that gift, because most artists, they don't write, they don't sing, they don't arrange, but thankfully God has blessed me to be able to do it all.
You're so talented, and your gifts will make room for you.
Yes.
Amen.
I'm a firm believer of that. You don't have to go out of your way. You don't have to find things. It will find you, and if it's meant for you to have it, you will have it.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what's one of your favorite songs on the album that you wrote that is super dear to you?
There will be 12 songs on the album. I completely wrote 7 songs, co-wrote 4 songs, and then there's 1 song that I didn't write.
Okay.
Out of those, I would have to say like Light in the Dark, which is the title track.
Okay.
There's a song called I'm Gonna Make It on there. I wrote that when my sister passed away, and I really just didn't know like how me and my family would get through that, but every day I told myself I'm gonna make it.
That's right.
I'm gonna make it.
That's right. That's right.
There's a song called Do You Still Care About Me? I have some really great songs.
That's right. That's right. It's gonna be a great album.
Yeah, it's gonna be
and
great.
we're gonna have you back at the release time.
I would love to.
And what do you have to say to people that's starting to follow you on Twitter and Facebook? Because you know you're getting some fans now. So
I want to say I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys so much, and you help me on this journey to continue when it's rough. You know, sometimes I do feel like my work is in vain. Nobody's listening. Nobody wants to hear it. You get discouraged, but I like to reach out and touch and talk back.
So tell them how you.
Messages.
What's your Facebook and Twitter? Let them know how to.
I'm on Facebook, Danetra Moore, DANETRAMOORE. I'm on Twitter, Sing Danetra Sing. I'm on Instagram, Danetra Moore. I'm even on social cam. You can see videos of me and my family, Danetra Moore. I have a website too, DanetraMoore.com.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can blow.
Thank you.
No, really,
and
I'm honored to just be, you know, doing this interview, because I already know. I already know.
I'm gonna make sure you get one of the first copies of it.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And what else? You know, after what else is on your heart to do in this industry? You write, you produce, you're performing now. How far you want to go? What else you want to do?
I want to do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
I want to act. I want to write for other artists. I want to eventually have a clothing line.
Okay.
I want to have a children's foundation.
Amen.
I love children, and actually before I started traveling a lot, I used to substitute teach infant through pre-K. I really have a heart for children.
I love that.
I want to have a foundation that just provides them an outlet of brotherhood and sisterhood, and people to talk to. A lot. Babies deal with the same things that adults deal with: depression, suicide, you know, all of that stuff. And I want to create a loving, safe environment for them to just have friends and have someone to talk to and hang out and, you know, have an outing.
That's right. And they think that Christians, we don't want to have outings.
Yeah.
We don't want to socialize and hang out, and we do, and we can.
Being a Christian is fun.
Can you say it again?
It is fun.
Can you say it again?
It is fun.
Right. Because I have fun. I love what I do.
Me too.
I love meeting wonderful people. I love gospel music. Who did you listen to growing up?
Oh, growing up, I listened to some of everybody. I remember listening to like the Clark sisters, the Pace sisters,
Sean,
John B. Key.
Yeah,
we had a family group, so we used to sing all the group songs. Commission,
right.
Vicky Winans. I remember my mom used to sing We Shall Behold Him. Everybody. And thankfully, although I'm a PK and GPK, Grand Preacher's Kid,
my goodness,
my parents always let us listen to other types of music. So I remember, you know, my dad had like a D'Angelo CD or Earth, Wind and Fire, you know, stuff like that. So I'm pretty well-rounded.
That's right.
Musically.
And I'm sure it's going to show on the album.
Yes.
And I'm excited about that. And what's one of your favorite gospel songs, be it one that you've written or one that you just enjoy, that, you know, comes to your heart when you are going through a moment, when you say that we should have a song or something? What's one of the songs?
Definitely one of my go-to songs recently, because I always feel like the closer you get to the end of the journey, the harder it gets. So I definitely find myself listening to Light in the Dark every day.
Okay.
I find myself listening to I'm Gonna Make It every day. And then my oldie but goodie go-to song is Safe in His Arms, of course. Because no matter what happens, you're always safe in His arms.
By which artist?
Vicky Winans.
Yes. I like that. I like it. I like that. That's actually, I did a gospel mix CD, and that was the title, Safe in His Arms. With that is one of the songs, but just a whole host of other songs.
Awesome.
Danetra, thank you so much. You have a blessed evening. Rock it out for Christ at the Beacon, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye.